Morning, Jane. Good morning, everyone, and hello to everyone online as well. This morning we have the privilege of having Khenpo here, who has been invited to be in residence at KPC by Jetsima Akamano, and he's going to be giving us a teaching this morning as well as leading us in a special meditation. And afterwards, there'll be time for questions if you have any. And so I think we can just get started with our opening prayers.
Yeah. Sanji Judan Soji Jonam La Junju Patu Dani Jazu Dagini Soji Bizonam Jinrola Benji Sanjin Robajo Sanji Judan Soji Chonam La Junju Patu Dani Jazu Dagini Soji Bizonam Jinrola Benji Sanjin Robasho Sanji Judan Soji Chonam Shunju Patu Dani Jazu Dagini Soji Bizonam Jinrola Benji Sanjin Robasho Sanjin Tamji Dewa the Devi Judan Demba Chuchi Don Hando Dongan Judan Rawach Dunga mebe dewa damba da min rawa jiji niren chadang nidang zhawe tonyam jembo la neba juji sanjan tamji dewa dan dewi jidang dem. Juji dunga da dunga jiji dang rawa jiji dunga mebe dewa damba da min rawa jiji niren chadang nidang zhawe tonyam jembo la neba juji sanjan tamji dewa dan dewi jidang dem ba juji dunga da dunga jiji dang rawa jiji. Dunga mebe dewa damba da min rawa jiji niren chadang nidang zhawe tonyam jembo la neba juji Shonju senjo rumboji ma jeba nam jeba nyamba meba dan kone kondan pewa sho ngaji tuje penchen bima la sanyang sipa zon tsuten chi nyimbi tenpa bela dar pema nove jala sowa this. Good morning and welcome to Sunday Kasa meditation section. Before that generate Kasa bodhicitta, like may all sentient beings free from suffering and causes of suffering, and may all sentient beings have to have happiness and causes of happiness. So kind of like that, we have to generate bodhicitta mind, kind of good intention. So then what we are, learning or meditating or hearing Dharma is all benefit for yourself and others. So then, today's about meditation is mindfulness, which is also, that mindfulness have four kind of a different mindfulness. One is body mindfulness. So today is actually body mindfulness. So last week we already talk a little bit. The four mindfulness, a practice to correct overview of the five aggregate of experience in the four wrong ways. So, as ordinary people, we are holding impure as pure, and holding suffering as happiness or blissful or pleasure. And then metapa, holding what is impermanence as permanent, and then holding what is lacking in self as conceptual of self or grasping. So those are the four main what we are practicing, and we need to remove all those wrong view, which ordinary people always have that kind of wrong view. And then Also, from the body mindfulness, we can find four wrong view that lead us to wrong direction. Able to know the nature of this body, we should focus or meditate on uh, our colors of body and shape, and then feeling, and then benefit that came from it. So first we must focus on the four physical characteristic of a person we find attractive. Then we must apply the same focus to our own body and practice it. At each stage of practice, we must imagine that the other person or ourselves um, as the same way sort of meditate. And then last week, last Sunday, we focused on person's skin of body and person's body shape. Yeah, so these two are already we are talked. So today we will focus on the feeling that arise from the body or from the five aggregate or arise from the five sense. And then through that we feel some pleasures from the body and sound and touch or taste. And what it is, we have to search, or we need to research from the five sense. We are or kasa all those feelings. So what is benefit? If there is any benefit, then of course we can hold that kind of feeling. If there is an unbenefit from the kasa feeling from the five sense or five aggregates, then we have to remove that feeling. So apply the antidote, kind of like or thinking impermanence or emptiness or unpleasant. So, for example, the cessation of touching and caressing a person's body, think of it as a corpse hungrily eaten by insects, or it's a flesh, dying and despairing, let alone touch it. Even the thoughts of touching it is disgusting, Even while alive, when a person's skin is bleeding or and rotting with the infectious skin disease or leprosy, such as poisonous tree bark, we seem to lose all desire to touch it. So if we think like that way, then I think nobody holding or grasping or kasor, mm, mm, hope or wishing, to feel that kind of feeling. So without we are thinking in that way, then of course our illusion and our mind is so distracted. Not only the mind, those eye and ear, tongue and body, and also mind are always distracted. Those things, sometimes we see a good, kase, shapes or form. Sometimes we can hear a good sound or music. Yeah. So this is the one of we say focus on the feeling that arise from the five senses. The eye perceived the body or form. This lead to attachment to good form and hate or angry or reject the ugly form. And then ears like same, and then tongue, and then kasa or ti ro reja, which is touch. Body also, develops attachment. So softness through touch and hate rough touches. So those are the five senses. We are always, holding something, uh, thinking about something, benefit to us. But normally, those kasota five senses are always like the banana tree. Yeah, if we are searching incorrectly, then there's nothing, So when we kasa peel out the each leaves of a banana tree, then we can't find anything inside the tree except only the leaf. So similar like that, all the five senses or five object, those form and sound and other things. So all emptiness or impermanence. So through that, if we are research or searching, then we can remove all the attachment with our five senses attached to something that can remove. So this is the one of the main reason why we are circling in the samsara, because of I think we can say lack of the knowledge. The nature of all the phenomena. So first of all, think about the fact that the feeling of pleasure or pain that arise from them will change immediately. So this is um, the second one, so till there, the feeling, we are focusing on the feeling, different feeling, from the eye, from the ear, from the tongue, from the body. So then we should think about what is the benefit from the Karze, those five objects arising, feeling of arising from the five objects. What kind of yeah, five object, which is form, sound, then smell, taste, yeah, reja, which means touch, yeah, those are the five objects, from those objects, then we are holding something, we are always thinking something benefit. So pleasure or pain that arise from them will change immediately. Then do some research, believe in a result. It is the faith that comes from the wisdom, that is the main thing. The belief is that the nature of things change again and again when the five senses appears in the form and sound, smell and taste, and the touch. Even the appears that do not let us attached and angry. It is therefore important that we practice in a rational manner, kind of in Tibetan, Junsen Denpa. So with a reasonable, yeah, without reasonable, uh, like we are meditate or doing something through by faith. Of course, it's a benefit, but not really huge or more benefit. Like if you find some reasonable why we are doing meditating or practicing all kind of virtues behind that, if we find some reasonable, then that through that, if we meditate or practicing, then that practice is more benefit. So that's just why faith with reasonable, find some reasonable, that is more important. The only faith, of course it's important, but more than that, faith with find some reasonable, then practice, that is more important. So that's this way Junsen Manyin it's also useful to practice without finding a reason and without belief. However, such a practice is not very stable. We need cut all the illusions through by wisdom. So cut illusion or cut negative thoughts or obscurations, all those are obstacles. I believe not actually cut all those obstacles. Then how to we the issue, that is an antidote, which is the actually wisdom. Wisdom, hearing, through the researching, through the meditation. Yeah, so wisdom of hearing and thinking, the wisdom of meditations is unite one's mind and Dharma. So if we practice this again and again, then we will be able to destroy all the defilements of one's mind and attain, supreme bliss or attain Buddhahood. Without wisdom, we can't actually achieve, Buddhahood. So reason of that the all the Buddha and those great masters are always mention that three wisdom is so important: hearing and researching, samba, samba, or thinking or investigating. So these two are the main actually for the beginner. Then after that, through the hearing and through the investigating, all that doubt that we have, we can remove, then bring up some result. So that result, we need to meditate on again. So then through the meditate, we can remove all the obscurations. Without meditating, of course, hearing and investigating wisdoms can remove something, but not really roots of obscurations or roots of negative emotions. So what then when we want takasot, remove all the negative thoughts, all the negative emotions from the root, then we have to meditate. So again, So without meditating, they said it Magambala Sanje Mes, which means actually someone who never meditate, then those people cannot achieve Buddhahood. So the reason of that, so need to meditate on that. So maybe and dance. So then those are the so here saying Chalapoma, so the 37 bodhisattvas practices in that they said Ndebi and then Lensachutondas. Indulging sense pleasures is like a drinking salt water. However much one indulges, thirst and craving only increase, immediately abandoning whatever things give rise to clinging and attachment is the bodhisattva's practice. So those are, five sense pleasures, always like, drinking water salt. Salt of water? Water salt. Salt water. Yeah. Lensachu, yeah, salt water. So increase your thirsty, Yeah. So similar like that, all the five objects and five subject, when they meet each other, then increase those attachment and jealousies, all the negative thoughts. If we are, not knowing the truth of those five objects, once we know the truth of those five objects, like impermanence or antennas, then it doesn't matter, if you see all those good uh, things, or you can hear good sound and music. So over the five consciousness are not really attached with that. If we know that that's nature of the five objects. So read that here saying the five the views, which is metakpala, tapanzans. So holding impermanent as permanent. Yeah, so that is the main reason, So we are always thinking, everything will stay forever. So once we know everything, keep changing moment by moment, then our mind will not stay, the one place. So reason of that, so it's important to know the nature of or all the phenomena. Then also said in that text, the pleasure of the triple world system deva, like a dew drop on the tip of a blade of grass. Then it's impearled in a single moment. So then striving for the supreme state of never-changing liberation is the bodhisattva's namyam tabe konpon chose. So we are all in, the target is to get liberation from the samsara, liberation from the triple world or samsara, or all the suffering things, So to get that that result, before that, we have to research some, something which is can help us to bring that result. So that's why we need wisdom. So every practice which we are doing, with practice with the wisdom and practice with some knowing the impermanence or emptiness. So then it's a benefit. So then the meaning is that the beautiful appearance and the beautiful sounds are qualities of the universes. The more you use it, the more you will become interested. Therefore, the value of property and then the age of parents or kids or all the relatives or all the living beings, the things you attach to the shackles that bind the prisoner of the world. It's the practice of bodhisattvas to see the great part of liberation as a veil of darkness and to immediately abandon it like the dust of tears. So if we can do like that, then we will never attach with those 5 objects, or we will never attach with the samsara things. So why we are circling in the samsara? Because we are attached with the samsara things, without knowing the truth. So once we get to know the samsara things truth, then I think we can also remove all the kind of attachment and all those defilements or whatever we say, negative thoughts and negative emotions. So then we can, it's easily to get liberate from samsara or easily to get Buddhahood. Otherwise, yeah, we are always in circling in the 3 world or circling in the samsara, like 12 interdependence, how sentient beings are circling in the world or in the samsara. So through the the main cause is grasping I. So without knowing the 5 aggregates truth, actually. So why we are holding I? Because we are lack of the wisdom of truth of 5 aggregate. So therefore, this is actually, there is no place to trust or rely on any parts of our body, or not only the body, all the thing. So like says in many texts are saying, sometimes they gave example banana tree, or sometimes they gave an Karze, bubble. Yeah. So there's not any truth or essence. So reason of that, so we are lack of uh, knowledge of the truth. Through that we are circling. So reason of that, so here also today we are focused on those feeling arise from the 5 sense, and then think about those feelings are not really permanent. Sometimes we feel happy, that happy is not really permanent. it's immediately, change into suffering actually. So that's just what we call suffering of change, But we feel it's happy, but after 1 second or 1 minute, it's change into suffering. So because why we are feel that kind of from the five sense, sometimes we feel happy or happiness or pleasure. That is actually says illusion without knowing the truth. So reason of that, so we need to focus on those feelings are keep changing. So we can't trust on those feeling which we feels happy or happiness or pleasure. So we think like that and then meditate, okay? So meditate on feeling from that arise from five sense, and then those feelings keep changing, or we can say we can think about impermanence. Yeah. So this is the yeah. Body mindfulness. Yeah. So yeah, pleasure or benefit based on the five sense. Yeah. So we can think about that. So then research or meditate. This is not only that we are focusing only the body, So we are all focusing the all five sense, and also not only just focusing bodies, feeling or whatever. So we are sometimes also we can focus on the, metapa, which is impermanence also. So think about that. Those are feelings are, impermanent. Okay. Okay. So now we can take rest and take a break. So this is the Karze. Yeah, since I think third Sunday, this is I think we are focusing on body mindfulness. Is it? Yeah. But those are the actually it's a preparation. It's still to come. The actual body mindfulness is actually still to come. Yeah, those are just a preparation. Because according to the text, it's a saying, holding Karze, impure as pure. Is it? Yeah, impure as pure. So then we have to meditate on impure of our body, So then what kind of impure? Then come out those the disgusting things that we have, of our in and out within this body. So that is the main practice. Okay? So then it's said, maybe Sodu 36, the disgusting things that we have. So then we can focus on that. Yeah, so actual practice is that. Of course, for the beginner, the first day, if we do meditate on that, then I think some can be, lose interest in body mindfulness. So reason of that, okay? Yeah, that's why preparation is so important. Like a preliminary practice is more important than actual practice, actually. Yeah, like foundation, If you have a good foundation, then you can put, like, when we build. So if you have, very strong foundation, then you can build many levels. If your foundation is so-so, then you can't build, so many floor. So reason of that, the Patur Muche, he receive or practice or receive 50 times only preliminary teachings or practices 50 times. Yeah, because its a foundation is very important. So it giving us some kind of a message, Yeah, even he don't need actually. He's a good practitioner already, but he's showing us. So similarly, that this body mindfulness. Also, some practitioners, masters are saying like that. Before we are actually doing practice impure of a body, we must, practice the precious human rebirth, precious human body. Yeah, like that. Then you can practice impure or impermanent or empty nails. Comes after that. Yeah. Sometimes we, rejoice or proud. That pride or what? Proud that I'm a human being, kind of like that, So then comes up, you don't need to, proud to being a human because it's impermanent. So comes up, second one is impermanence practice, the full turning of the mind, thoughts. First precious human rebirth, then comes impermanent. That's just the reason. So impure practice is actually come next Sunday maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So those are some instruction kind of, or we can say a preliminary practice for body mindfulness. Yeah. Have questions? Lasso.
Thank you, Khenpo. Banana tree. I lived in the tropics and I saw a banana tree. There's not many around here, I don't think, because they need a warmer climate. But what I noticed about the banana tree is, like you said, it's just all leaves. There's nothing.
Nothing
It's like
inside.
if you pull the leaf off, there's another leaf.
Yeah.
And the stem is very fragile and it can blow over easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you explain a little bit more what that analogy is about? Like, I hear a lot of analogies about an onion, that you peel an onion away, like a layer, and there's, is it like that, or is it a cultural thing? Like, why a banana tree?
No, we are, always thinking when we are, something, when we see something or hear something, then we are always thinking there's something, special we can find. So holding always. Then giving example, like banana tree. There's nothing any special you can find from that object. So just leave or bubble. Similar like that. We are always holding the eye and grasping eye on the five aggregate. If we investigate each and every aggregate, you can, Karze, take out separately. Then there's no I. So like that is a giving example, that banana tree or bubble.
What are the bananas on banana trees? Like eventually there's a banana on a
banana tree. They give banana tree. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, if we peel out the cover, banana, then we can find something to eat. But banana tree is all about just here on the leaf. Inside is just yeah.
And when you eat a banana, the tree's dead. No more bananas.
No, not like that. Just giving banana tree. Yeah. It's not like eating banana, then after that dead. Not like that. Yeah, just giving banana tree. If you peel out each and every leaves, inside nothing. So only the leaf.
Yes, if you cut it, banana tree is nothing.
That's in there, yeah.
I cut them.
You can cut it
If I cut too much.
Yeah, similar aggregates are like that, you know. If we take out each and every aggregate, then we cannot inside. Okay? So the bubbles like that. True. Yeah, this then you can give a kind of the example. Also, sometimes we give the chaos, the what we horse carrot or what? Chariot. Chariot. Also, you can give also vehicle, car. If you take out all the body parts of a car, you know, yeah, no cars. So all the same, actually. But before, no cars, no aeroplane. So they just give the carrots, chariot, and banana tree. Yeah. That through that people can, you know, easily understand, you know. So these days we can give many things. Yeah, we can find, you know, many. So it's a chariot, chariot. Through the chariot, Karze, selflessness. I don't know how to say. Described?
The chariot describes selflessness? Is that what you're saying?
Through the chariot, described selflessness is the main method. When he teach the Karze middle way, you know, in his teaching, then when comes to the selflessness, then he always explain the chariot
As an
example. Yeah, not only the Nagarjuna, you know, he's one of the great students, Chenrezig also. Yeah. Two different way explain selflessness through the example, giving example. One is Nagarjuna and one is Shantideva. These two different way. Yeah. Shantideva gives all of a body part. Yeah. Not just a giving example, you know. He described or explaining directly. The Chenrezig and Nagarjuna indirectly. There's no selfless person, no self. Yeah. No, so. Oh yeah. Okay, we can some practice.
this can,
Yeah, whatever you want.
oh. Home in the northwest country.
Country of Odiana, born in the Poland heart of Lotus, endowed with the most marvelous spiritual attainment. You were renowned as the lotus born, surrounded by the return by many darkness, following in your footsteps. I pray to you, please come forth and grant your blessing. Bema Siddhi Hum, Om Up, Benzan Guru, Bema Siddhi Hum.
Your thousand arms.
1,000 universal monarchs, your 1,000 eyes, 1,000 Buddhas of the fortunate age, you who teach each and every one of us according to your needs. Lord our Lord Sharia, to you I pay homage. Om Mani Padme Hum Shri, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Mani bimuru 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 mani
dedication on the last page. By this
Would you may safely accomplish the state of and may all sentient beings without exception be placed in that state. Therefore, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May the mind be filled with the nature of virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of compassion shining throughout all realms. Thank you. Also,
Thank you, Khenpo, for your Dharma teaching this morning, meditation. And thank you everyone for coming. This afternoon, starting in about 15 minutes, there's going to be a drum circle across the street, and everyone is invited. And if you don't have an instrument, there are instruments there for you to join in. And also, I just wanted to remind people that we have a koi pond soiree coming up, a fall soiree coming up October 3rd, and everyone is invited. Tickets are available online. I think that information is on the flyer, which is hanging up in the room there. And it should be a really lovely evening. And there's limited amounts of tickets available, so you should get one soon. And everyone is welcome to come. Also,
thank you.
it's traditional when you receive a Dharma teaching to make an offering. So we have baskets set out for that purpose. Thank you very much. Oh,